Dr. Ioannis Miaoulis has been elected to receive the Ralph Kotzrow Medal for seminal and leadership contributions to numerous government advisory panels, institutions of higher education, and professional and civic organizations devoted to helping people of all ages enhance their knowledge of engineering and technology, and to inspiring the next generation of engineers, inventors, and scientists. Dr. Miaoulis is the current president and director of the Museum of Science in Boston.
I grew up in Athens, Greece. When I was in 10th grade, I failed physics. And of course, I was fearful of my father seeing my report card. So I had to fix the grade. So I started studying physics a lot, and I started liking physics a lot. And that's what encouraged me to consider engineering as a career.
Dr. Miaoulis moved to the U.S. and earned degrees from Tufts University and MIT. But his impressive career as an innovative educator all began because he took a wrong turn.
And I made a mistake and I got lost and I ended up at the dead end, which was the parking lot of the neighborhood middle school. And I thought, maybe it would be cool to show the kids at the school some of the new superconducting materials we had made in the laboratory. They invited me to give a talk the following week, which I did. And after my talk, a little girl asked me, could you help me with my science fair project? And as she was talking to me, the teacher came and pulled me aside and whispered in my ear, don't waste your time with her, she'll become nothing in science. Why don't you work with my science boys? And this moment is probably the responsible moment for me having my career now and getting this award, because it really changed my life.
Dr. Miaoulis continued to work with the school and that little girl who today is one of thousands of young women he has influenced through programs he has developed promoting engineering education.
One of my biggest passions is to introduce engineering early on in children's lives, starting from kindergarten. So the same way they learn about the natural world through science, they learn about the human-made world through engineering.
Dr. Miaoulis has continued his quest at the Museum of Science. In 2004, he founded the National Center for Technological Literacy, and in 2008, he launched Engineering is Elementary, a fully developed classroom-tested curriculum that integrates engineering concepts and skills with elementary science topics.
Our curriculum is used by over 2 million children throughout the world. And it's basically based on stories, because kids like stories. Each story features a child from a different part of the world, and they describe something that has to do with engineering around them.
The Design Challenge program is another Museum of Science innovation, begun under Dr. Miaoulis' leadership.
We're in front of our Engineering Design Challenges area. We give challenges to children, and they compete with each other. Today, we ask them, it's a fluid mechanics project where they have to design satellite-looking objects and put them in the wind tunnel, and they learn how to counteract the weight force with the lift and drag forces. We get a lot of kids that go through this and that leave the exhibit and they say, I want to become an engineer.